This is a hydrogen gaseous fuel demonstrator for a kind of mid-sized jet engine. And the idea of this work in particular is to act as a precursor to a real-world engine test with hydrogen over in the States on the NASA test site, Stennis. So the HSE's role in this is really to facilitate a safe test in the UK without the engine attached. So what we're doing is providing hydrogen from gaseous road tankers, regulating that down and supplying very high pressure, very high flow rates that are required for a jet engine. To do that, we're drawing on all our safety expertise that we've gained over the last 20 years with hydrogen. The team that worked on it was a multifaceted team of engineers, scientists, physicists, and chemists, all working towards putting together a system that could replicate the sorts of gas flows that are needed to run an engine across its full range of engine modes, as if it were running in a real-world test. And to do that, we've engineered a pressure reduction system. We've engineered and designed a bespoke data acquisition and instrumentation system. All of the supporting systems that surround the facility in terms of gas detection, flame detection. So HSE worked with Emerson and also in tandem with Rolls Royce to design, develop and build what we call the pressure reduction skid behind us. So that piece of equipment is designed to regulate flammable gas, in this case particularly hydrogen, from very high storage pressures, around 500 bar, and then supply that at still relatively high pressures but at very high flow rates, whilst maintaining that and also having the ability to have a very dynamic response.
So the work that we're doing with Rolls Royce ties in really nicely with our strategic goal around net zero and delivering safe net zero for the UK and beyond. And of course, one of the things that this project has enabled us to do is to learn more about hydrogen and how hydrogen behaves as an alternative fuel. That in turn helps us work through difficult issues that fall to HSE to address, and therefore supports our wider ambitions in this space.
This work is extremely important if we are looking to potentially decarbonise air travel. This is seen as one of the few technology routes that's going to enable that, and getting to a point where we can safely harness hydrogen for fuel systems is going to go a long way towards doing that. The HSE is the regulator for health and safety in the UK. So by being involved in these sorts of projects, we are far better able to truly understand the challenges the industry are going to see, and then help enable, be a better enabling regulator to do that. So some of the things that we've learned from this project, we're now directly feeding into research programs to try and close out these gaps in regulation, and also in industry guidance that we can help feed back into.
One of the reasons companies like Rolls-Royce come to us is because not only can they not get those insights from anywhere else, but also the applied nature of our work means that they get the answers to the questions that they want answered, rather than questions that we want to answer. So that really helps and does provide a unique service. Some of the facilities are globally unique, and certainly the expertise in many areas is globally unique, but it's the application of the two things together that provides a unique opportunity for businesses to work with us to address those really challenging issues that need to be resolved to make a new technology safe to deploy into the wider world.